Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. It's a beautiful day and we are on the web at smartwatchticks.com. Check us out. Hey, it's an unboxing and it's from SENBONO. We haven't had a SENBONO for a while and this one is a nice one. It's elegant presentation. It's a solid piece of art. Look at this puppy. Wow, it's got the carbon fiber back. Charging pins, removable bands, removable screen cover. Whoa, that puppy's on there. And a whole lot more. But let's see a little bit about it before we get too deep. From AliExpress, their official SENBONO store, you can pick up the K7. It's fully waterproof, IP68. It's a basic smartwatch with heart rate and blood pressure, and of course a bunch of automatic sports and fitness stuff included. To be specific, these are the features. We've got sleep detection too, both sleep time and sleep quality. Your standard exercise stuff with the step counter, as well as multi-sport functions that you can get into. Got your call reminders and all the other kind of push notifications that we see in these smartwatches. And drink water reminders, sedentary reminders, take medicine reminders, wake up reminders. I don't know. Yeah, so many reminders. What the heck? Parameters, it's a 1.3-inch IPS colorful display, 240 by 240 pixel. Looks like a pretty good battery life on this. Working time 3 to 5 days, standby 7 to 10, and a variety of languages are supported as well. In addition to the watch in the box, we have, under the secret cover, a charging cable with 2 pins on it. So our standard magnetic charger. And let's double check how it works. USB on one side and yep, charger on the other. Good and strong. Holds the watch. Yeah, it really holds the watch. Didn't go flying. We have the bands. Really nice metal on this version. Already plastic wrapped with the quick disconnect, which means, of course, you can add any kind of band that you'd like. And it comes with the ones that you order. And a user's manual in here. The K7 Smartwatch User Manual, which we will show you. It says it tethers to the H-Band app, and we've done lots and lots of reviews of watches with the H-Band app. Check the show notes. You'll get a link to the Google Play Store for downloading it, and some links to some of the other reviews of the app, so we won't go into detail on the app here today. Okay, keep going with these. These are some basic screenshots of what you'll see on the device. And I believe that is everything on English, is it? No, it's an English-only manual, which has a backside to it too. So this one's definitely set for the international market because they're only including the English language manual. But you did see all the different languages that are supported in the watch. And as always, these things will set the time and date and language based on your phone when you tether it. So the most important thing you can do after you get it is tether it. And then it'll get itself all set up to be working properly for you. Well, let's put the bands on it, charge it up, turn it on, and check it out. Okay, it's pretty much sized to fit me already. Got the band in here. That was easy. And we're ready to fire it up. Press and hold the side button. Waiting, little vibration, and there we go with our first watch face. Now, if you like flipping through watch faces, well, you're going to love this watch because if you just scroll down, you get a new watch face. By the way, it's on the lowest brightness setting, and it's kind of washing out already some of the colors. Very bright watch. And a variety of watch faces. That's really going to be a high contrast. Out in the sunshine, you'll be able to see that one easily. And here's another one with a nice little colorful arc around it, some fancier font, and we're looped back to the original one. So that's going down, going up, same thing in reverse, so it walks you through the watch faces. When you go to the right, you're getting the back part of a series of pages, and if you go to the left, you go to the first one, which is basically your step count, distance traveled, and calories burned based on the pedometer. If you wait too long, it times out and goes back to the watch face. So you have this one here, and it even says schedule, and I believe that's how well you're doing versus your goal. That little circle that you see flashing right there. You also have your step identifier down here to tell you what face that is. Oh, I got to keep moving. One more swipe, and now I'm in sleep. Last night's sleep time information. Don't have any data on the watch yet, but that's where the data pushed from your phone or tied to your tethered phone will be able to be shown there. We have this page now that has 4 icons per page. Let's walk through them quickly, and then we'll go through them separately. There we go. There we go. So we got like 3 pages of these, and then one more takes us to what looks like an off button and tells you it's a K7 for Bluetooth tethering. Now I found on that off page, which you get to back this way, it doesn't really do anything. It's more of an information page. To turn it off, you press and hold the side button. So that's the layout. Now let's go into the specifics. I can get to that page going backwards as well. In sport, it's automatically going to start timing a particular sport. It's a generic one that's going to show you your heart rate, calories burned, and steps walked. You can slide it up, and you can actually pause it, end it, or check this out. You can lock the screen. So if you're going to do something and you don't want the screen to be flipping out, like if it gets underwater or something, right? You'll be able to lock the screen for that activity. And again, you can pause it. It just vibrated. You can resume it. And of course, you can end it and come right back out of here. But that's the only sport. So I haven't seen multi-sport support on here where you have all kinds of different sporting activities that you can use. You pretty much just have that one thing. Here's a Find Your Phone. If you're tethered to the phone using the H Plus app, you'll be able to connect in there. And now I guess it's time to put it on. Show it to you on my arm. Easy snap thing, easy to adjust that if you want to, and really, really bright. Now I found when I tested this out that it takes it a while to capture your heart rate, but once it does, it stays on for a long, long time on the watch. And again, this is in the dimmest setting of brightness. It's high contrast, black and white numbers, in large digits. That's going to show really, really well. So if you're going to want to watch that you're going to do basic monitoring of your heart rate, this could be a good contender. It's a gentle size large in terms of watch size. It's not really huge. It could work for men or women. I'm about average man size, and it looks fine on me. And I'm talking a lot so that you can just see that it continues to monitor the heart rate. I can go into blood pressure, and we get a different situation here. Again, it's using the diodes to check your blood pressure, but after it gets a reading, it vibrates and it holds that reading. It does stay on for quite a while, so if you don't happen to see it right away, you just feel the vibration, and within a moment or two, try to lift your arm and see what the numbers are. But then I think after a little while, it's going to time out on you. I talked too much and moved around too much, which is good to know. It's not going to give you bogus information. If it doesn't get a solid reading, it's just going to give you X's. I'd way rather see that than see some made-up number that it just grabbed that I would take for real. So those are the 4 things on this page. We have a stopwatch that when you start it, does it in supposedly hundredths of a second. You can pause it anytime you'd like and resume it. And if you reset, it stops it automatically. It does not have lap times. However, if you bail out of it, it's actually still running in the background. So you can do whatever you want to do. If you're timing an event, it's not going to vibrate at a predetermined setting. That would be a countdown timer, which is coming up. This is a count up timer, and it's still running there in the background for you. So that's a good news. A lot of them, once you leave the stopwatch, it stops it automatically. This one is going to be running. However, when you get out of here, you can't go anywhere else. So you can't check your heart rate and have the stopwatch running. You follow me? It's kind of dedicated. No stop button. There's the pause button, which is kind of a stop, and then reset, and that's where you need to be to get out of the stopwatch. Countdown timer. I got it set for 1 minute. I can hit start, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to count down. It can be on the watch face. It can be off, whatever you want. After a minute, it's going to automatically vibrate for you. However, it's right here, and well, look at that. We are going other places. I wonder if it's still running. Countdown? Yeah, it is. All right. I thought we were locked in, but we're not. If I hit information, this is where if you had any information pushed from your phone, tethered to the watch, it would go over there. And time's out on me again, but we have 23 seconds left to talk about females. If you happen to be a girl, lady, woman, you understand what we're talking about here. If you happen to be a guy, it's probably good if you learn about it. This symbol basically talks about the menstrual cycle that women go through and some of the parameters around that, like fertility days. There, it's vibrating. It just finished the countdown. Whew, got me out of that last talk, didn't it? Not really. I didn't finish. Sorry. Okay, we're back here. In the app, you're going to set up your cycle time and information and have that pushed to the watch. And once you do, you'll be able, in that little section, to have information available to you to give you advice and counseling on where you are in your overall cycle and what to do with it. Now, that's because it's using the H-band app for tethering. We've seen that band tethered to women's watches predominantly. This is the first time I've seen that factor being used in a larger watch. But, you know, it works for men or women. And guys, it's actually really good to know about that kind of stuff. Believe me, over time. You want to know certain days? Yeah. So then the last thing here is settings. When you go in here, you have information. This is the SMS and WeChat and things that you can push to the watch if you want to. All of these are supported. Usually you have to turn those all on or off in the app, but look at this. They're actually supported here in the watch directly. So if you're getting annoyed by too many Instagram posts, you could turn it off right there. You have brightness. Here we go. You see that little yellow thing with the sun in it at an angle? I'm going to crank it up and crank it up and crank it up all the way to full brightness, and you can see it's just completely washed it out. The camera, you know, automatically adjusts its brightness, so it's really hard to show you the effect of brightness, other than to tell you that even on this lowest setting, it's going to be viewable outdoors. And on the brightest one, well, it's going to be great. Auto lock is something different. Look at this. I've got a 5 second, 6, 7, so forth. This, I believe, allows you to tie in with your phone and set up an auto lock process on your phone. Does that make sense? 12, 13, 14 seconds. When you start it or let it go, it will automatically lock your device if you're separated from it after that many seconds. We'll have to check the manual closer on that one. I haven't played with that, so I'm kind of guessing on that one. And more settings. Switches, alarms. When you're disconnected, sedentary. It really has a fast timeout on this. Switch. Turn your wrist to see the time. Hey, maybe if I turn that off, it won't time out so quickly. I don't know. Blood pressure monitoring. Look at that. I can turn that on. Heart rate monitoring and heart rate alarm. Heart rate alarm. Okay. I presume we have to set what alarm rates are in the app as well, but you can turn it on and off right here from the watch itself. And that, folks, is everything. All the different watch faces. Yeah. And the different functions that we have available here. Through settings, there are no more to scroll through, so that covers them all. Okay, well, that was a going over of this thing. I don't think there's a lot more to tell you other than that it is a SENBONO watch. They do have some great products they send us. You can get it through AliExpress at their official store. It's called the K7, full IP68, underwater actual use, because you do have that screen lock capability that you saw. So that's nice. Usually these screens will start to just go crazy when they get wet. But that lock allows you to bypass that issue, I guess. You've been watching Smartwatch Ticks. Check the show notes down below for the price, for the different band combinations, leather or steel or what you'd like. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.